Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeff Passel.
And I'm Kelsey Carlson. 10 Gopher football players remain suspended right now as the U of M investigates an alleged sexual assault. There are guidelines they have to follow when it comes to handing down a possible punishment.
Fox 9's Ted Haller is here to explain. Ted?
This letter to a Gophers football player notifying him of the results of the sexual assault investigation may look like the end. It's not. The student can reject the expulsion and request a hearing before a panel. That's what's happening now. And if the student doesn't like the panel's decision, he can appeal. The whole process outlined in the Student Conduct Code. The code influenced by this 2011 letter sent by the U.S. Department of Education urging schools to treat sexual assault more seriously.
The Dear Colleague letter is technically guidance, but that's the department who investigates allegations of violations of Title IX. And
Attorney Catherine Nash is not involved in the U case, but investigates Title IX violations at other schools. The most controversial part of the 2011 letter was the request schools investigate using a standard lower than the one prosecutors use, beyond a reasonable doubt, which the Hennepin County attorney used when declining to file charges in this case.
I think people find this a little bit confusing. How could it be that the police decide not to move forward, or a county attorney with a criminal case, and the school is finding these people responsible?
The preponderance of evidence standard is the civil standard. It's much lower than the criminal reasonable doubt standard. It just means more likely than not. So if the chances someone broke a rule are about 50-50, as represented by these two stacks of paper, 500 pages each, and I move just one piece of paper from the no side to the yes side, the answer would be yes, the accused broke the rule.
I know it places a real challenge on schools in some of the tough and close cases because the sanctions are very severe. At the same time, it is the standard that's used in all civil cases.
Huge concerns, always have had concerns.
Criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino has represented students at Minnesota colleges. He believes the preponderance of evidence standard makes it too easy to punish students for serious offenses.
So now, if anyone at college is accused of any sexual impropriety, all of these rules kick in, and you don't have a hearing in court. You have a hearing in front of people who absolutely have no idea of how to investigate a criminal case.
Now, a spokesperson for the U told me they had been using this preponderance of evidence standard before that 2011 letter came out. And while that letter did make suggestions, there are still significant differences in how schools investigate allegations, including what kind of hearings students are entitled to and whether students can confront their accusers in those hearings. Kelsey and Jeff.
All right. Thanks, Ted. Minneapolis police have released details on their investigation into that alleged sexual assault.
And there are some differences between what police found and the school's own investigation. Fox 9's Tom Lydon continues our coverage.
We will boycott all football activities.
What began with a player boycott lasted less than 48 hours, ending with complaints about due process. In between, disturbing details coming from the release of the university's internal investigation, which is supposed to be confidential. Today, Minneapolis police released their investigation into the alleged sexual assault by 5 Gopher football players and a recruit. It details a 92-second video taken by one of the players showing the victim, a player, and a recruit engaging in a 3-way sexual encounter. According to the police report, the victim appears lucid, alert, somewhat playful, and fully conscious. She does not appear to be objecting to anything at this time. The question is, what happened with the other players who would soon be lining up at the bedroom door? On this, the university's report is more critical of the players, saying the victim is a more credible witness. But there are stark differences between the two reports. First, the standard of evidence for law enforcement was beyond a reasonable doubt. For the university, under Title IX, it's a preponderance of evidence. In other words, more likely than not. Police had that 92-second video as evidence. The university did not. As a matter of law, prosecutors would not file charges. But the university found enough evidence to expel 5 players and suspend 5 others.
Under student privacy laws, the university cannot even acknowledge its internal investigation, although that report was leaked last week, the details widely available. As for the 10 students, they are still suspended from the team, but they are still active students, pending their appeal of that internal investigation. In the newsroom, Tom Lydon, Fox 9.